Another one of Donald Trump's lawyers took a massive defeat. And guys, I love to see it. Every day, Donald Trump lawyers, whether it's big names like Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani, or whether it's smaller people, are losing everything. Some of them are getting disbarred or suspended. They're getting sued or fined or sanctioned, all because they lied for Donald Trump as lawyers and knew what they were doing was wrong and corrosive to democracy. But this latest story is one of the most interesting because it's about a lawyer no one's really ever heard about. And the only reason he became prominent is because he was willing to spread the big lie when a lot of other lawyers weren't. His name is Kurt Olson. And before he became part of the MAGA crew, he was the head of a law firm. He was one of the partners. His name, Olson, was on the law firm's signage and all of that. So he was one of the named principal partners. And at a time when a lot of lawyers were saying, I won't work for Trump, one, because he won't pay me, two, because he's going to make me lie and ruin my career, and three, because it's absolutely absurd to become a lawyer in an effort to destroy democracy, this guy was willing to do it. And so this report by the Daily Beast, and I'm not going to go into all the nitty-gritty details, notes that no one knew who this guy was. No one knew who he was. He wasn't a big lawyer. He wasn't famous within Republican circles or Trump circles, but because he was there at the right time, willing to tell Donald Trump what he wanted to hear and willing to tell Trumpers what they wanted to hear, sort of like Sidney Powell, he came out of nowhere and became one of the closest Donald Trump advisors during that period between the election and Trump leaving the White House. And as a result of that, he got fired from his law firm. It's a massive deal for someone to lose their partnership at a law firm, to be so reviled, to be so irresponsible as a lawyer, to do something so unprofessional as a lawyer that you have your name removed from the partnership and you're not even acknowledged except for the firm to say that you no longer work there and you do not represent them or their viewpoints on anything. It's absolutely great to see. And this matters. All of this matters. Whether it's, as this article said, Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell getting torn apart like a raptor tears apart its prey. This is big because if this sort of thing is going to stop, the legal profession has to get its act together. It must. The fact of the matter is that Donald Trump's coup attempt was a legal one. It's likely not going to be a direct military style affair. I don't think Donald Trump can pull that off necessarily. Some of his crazy supporters, they'd be willing to do it. But in reality, the way the Republican Party would do what Donald Trump wanted to do is through the courts. And so long as you have lawyers that are willing to sell their souls for notoriety or cash or whatever, that's dangerous. And so what you need is peer pressure from within the legal profession. And we are starting to see that. We see lawyers, we see judges, we see bar associations going after people like Giuliani and Powell and Lynn Wood and all these other Trump lawyers. We don't even need to know their names, who spread lies. And right now, this guy getting fired by his own law firm is part of it. This is a big step. If you want to fight Trump's next coup attempt, you need to have a legal profession willing to take out its own trash. I'm not convinced they're going to go all the way they need to, but you're starting to see lawyers punish one another for lying for Trump, and I like to see that.